Welcome to another edition of Question and Answer with the Criminal Defense Attorney. I'm Mark Solomon, a defense attorney in Denver, Colorado. And today's question, what is an appeal? But before we get to that, don't forget to click like and subscribe, a little bell next to it to be notified of future videos. Today's question is, what is an appeal? Derek Chauvin just yesterday, his attorneys were all in the news asking they want a new trial, and their reasoning is it wasn't fair. That is a good reason to ask for an appeal. In other words, whenever I'm explaining this to a client of mine, I say, an appeal is asking a higher court to see if the trial court convicted you when it shouldn't have. So let's take a look at some of the news. They are saying that there were photos that were taken of one of the jurors who had engaged in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. If that didn't come out in the jury selection or the voir dire, then that could absolutely be a good, well, let's just say this. If the juror was not honest and truthful, they all had to raise their hand and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. They swear or affirm that. And if that juror did not tell the truth about his participation in that January 6th event, that could absolutely affect whether or not Derek Chauvin gets another trial, whether that would have helped him or hurt him. That affects the fairness of the trial. What we're really looking at is whether or not somebody did or said something in the trial that they shouldn't have, something by the judge, the defense attorney, or the prosecutors. If anything came out that was improper and affected the trial to the point where it was an unfair trial, then the reviewing court could award Derek Chauvin a new trial if that were to happen in Colorado. Remember, I am not an attorney in Minnesota, so this would be potentially something that couldn't happen here in Colorado. I'm giving you my opinion about what is and is not a good appeal. Now, when it comes to the issues of publicity, right? Absolutely, publicity can affect whether or not it's a fair trial. And in fact, one of the appeal issues that I was reading about in some of these articles yesterday were that the judge only sequestered the jury for their deliberation, meaning that they didn't have to stay away from public for the 2 weeks of the trial. They were ordered not to do any research. They were ordered not to read any news articles about the trial. But if they had, and that comes out, that again would have affected the fairness of the trial for Derek Chauvin. And since he is looking at an extremely long sentence, his attorneys are going to have a long time to be able to litigate that. So that is the question and answer for today. If you would like your own question answered in a future video, don't forget you can put them in the comments below, tag me on Twitter, or email me. And as always, you have a right to remain silent. If a police officer is asking you the who, what, and where, or anything, you have a right to say, I don't want to talk to you, and if they persist, I want a lawyer. Thank you for watching.